Why must be grateful to Imelda and Marcos regime? Over decades, there's been too much criticize and condemn of the Marcos regime. Not enough about gratitude and long-term perspective. On the other side, the reality has reasons why we should be grateful to the regime. Here are some of them. 1. Don't flaunt your wealth. It creates haters and jealousy. To be fair, Imelda is not the only victim of this unfortunate events. The elite and aristocrats have been doing this for centuries. But the Marcoses certainly took the brazen display of extreme affluence. Imelda, which compared to modern Marie Antoinette with shoes. 2. Friends are unpredictable. In the old good glory days, Imelda looks so happy and proud in photographs with Ronald and Nancy Reagan. They were even best of friends. Reagan even sent his vice president George H.W. Bush to Manila to praise Marcos' adherence to democratic principles. The Reagan White House finally realized he was a liability to U.S. interests and vanished into thin air. Friendship are not always forever, it's conditional and seasonal. 3. Humor during hard times. Even during dark times, Filipinos can still maintain a healthy sense of humor. Without Marcos, no Willie Nepomuceno, undoubtedly the most talented Filipino humorists ever. He was so good with his Marcos impersonation, that during the critical hours of the People Power revolt, we learned to laugh to ourselves. 4. Truth will prevail in time. The Marcos era actually has edifice complex. Build and build more, including the buildings of the Cultural Center, the San Juanico Bridge, the Philippine International Convention Center, the Philippine Heart Center, and countless projects and achievement to count. 5. Choose your friend wisely. Their glorious era is a remarkable performance and achievements. Marcos communists were acting in connivance with the Liberal Party opposition and civil society in media, labor academe, the church, and in parliament, where legislators and their sympathizers were already knocking on the gates of Malacañang. 6. Democracy is the best we've got so far. In reality, if it were not for martial law, the country will be unruled, failed, and chaotic anarchy. Only God knows what could have happened to the country. The Supreme Court upheld martial law because it was allowed by the 1935 Constitution to suppress rebellion and anarchy, which public safety required and a must. 7. When everything is human rights, nothing is. Marcos the lawgiver lives, pulsating vibrantly. His laws are eloquent proof of his wisdom, vision, and foresight in crafting policies for good and effective governance and future generation. 8. The herd syndrome. Marcos haters and frenemies say that attempts to distort people talk about revolution or rebellion. They want entire change of government, the substitution of another form of government by the governed. In reality, EDSA I was never a revolution but a pocket mutiny that grew into a localized revolt, with less than 500,000 people out of the more than 80 million. What happened to the so-called democracy? Hit like and subscribe for upcoming Imeldific videos. Visit our official site imeldific.net.